Distinguished dignitaries, esteemed faculty members, distinguished dignitaries, esteemed faculty members, accompanying family members, respected seniors, colleagues, beloved juniors, and audience watching us on live stream. A very good evening to one and all. We, Dr. Payal
and Dr. Ananya,
are truly honored to extend a warm welcome to all of you on behalf of the PG Department of Radio Diagnosis. We are going to be your hosts for this gala evening.
As you all know, we have assembled here today to commemorate and celebrate the 75 spectacular years of existence of our pioneer institute, SCB Medical College and Hospital. Having started its journey as a pilgrim hospital for the annual Rath Yatra devotees, our college has become a benchmark for exemplary service to mankind, and we are delighted to be a part of its Platinum Jubilee celebrations. This is a momentous milestone in the history of this great institution and is being celebrated with much pomp and splendor. It is also an occasion for introspection, to reflect back on the road we traversed and to look ahead as to how we can honor this rich legacy.
We are already done with the first phase of this gala event, the pre-platinum Jubilee CME, and have now entered the second phase, 75 for 75, a unique initiative to showcase our cultural extravaganza for 75 days.
So, without stalling any longer, we would like to invite our illustrious guests for the day who have once walked in the hallowed portals of this college and went on to become stalwarts in the medical field, making SCB a name to be reckoned with. Thank you for making time for us and blessing us with your presence. We request you to please come onto the stage and grace the dais. First, I would take the honor to invite Professor Dr. Geeta Sahu ma'am, Vice Principal, the one responsible for catapulting SCB onto national stage, to please come onto the stage and occupy her seat.
Next, I would like to invite the HOD of our department, Professor Dr. Sasmita Parida ma'am, to please grace the dais. She has been instrumental in mentoring us and molding us to be better in every aspect. Please, ma'am.
Now, I would be deeply honored to invite the chief guest of the day, Professor Dr. Sachidananda Sahu sir. Sir is an inspirational figure and mentor to many of us here, and we are glad to have you with us today. Sir, please come and grace the dais.
Next, it is my pleasure to invite the guest of honor for the day to come and join us on the stage. Our distinguished guest of honor for today is Professor Dr. P.K. Jena sir, HOD of Pediatric Surgery. Please, sir.
Now that our guests are seated, I take this opportunity to request our volunteers to present our dignitaries with flower bouquets as a token of our love and appreciation.
Now, I take this privilege to invite our Vice Principal, Professor Dr. Geeta Sahu ma'am, to deliver the welcome address. She is a well-known figure who hardly needs any introduction and is loved and admired by everyone. Please, ma'am.
Respected Dean and Principal, Professor Datteshwar Hota sir. Respected HOD Radio Diagnosis. Respected Chief Guest of this evening, Professor Sachidananda Sahu sir. Respected HOD of Pediatric Surgery, Professor P.K. Jena sir. All our senior faculties present with us today here in this auditorium, as well as all the students and other faculties of different departments and all the online viewers. It is my great privilege to be here today in this August gathering. So on behalf of our Dean and Principal sir, I would first like to welcome you all to this 75 for 75 Platinum Jubilee celebration of this evening, as well as invite you all to participate in the grand finale of Platinum Jubilee, which is to be held on November 26th, 27th and 28th. So as you all are observing, SCB is now in celebration mode. So what would be better than to celebrate with our revered senior faculties who have actually dedicated their most of their time for the upliftment of this college. I would also like to thank our Dean and Principal sir for having authored this 75 for 75 saga of Platinum Jubilee celebration, where we are able to know about all the hardships and the struggles, the commitments which our senior faculties, our senior teachers have been doing all these years. Because in these 75 for 75 programs, each department in their presentations, they are detailing the stories of all the senior teachers, how they have struggled, how much effort they have put with the administration and the higher authorities to get their department infrastructure, their machines, their faculties, posts, as well as the staffs for their departments. So this is very inspiring for us and for all those younger generation who are viewing this 75 for 75 program also. So their efforts and commitments, that gives us a lot of positive energy, so that it actually drives us to all of us to give an extra effort for the upliftment of our own department as well as that of the college. So this Platinum Jubilee also has done something very nice, that here we come to know about the artistic talents of all the doctors of different departments too. Today is the celebration of radio diagnosis department. This department actually, we can say it is an integral part of every investigative document that is done for any kind of healthcare. Now this is actually, this radio diagnosis department has brought a revolution to the diagnosis, because the best part is this helps in early diagnosis of the disease of the patient, so that the patients, it leads to a better outcome for the patient. So it is actually a very very important thing that we have so many well-trained faculties here and techno-savvy too, who can use this technological revolution for the benefit of the healthcare. This radio diagnosis also helps in various therapeutic procedures which are done, which is a boon for the clinicians too. So now today we will now see what are the hidden talents of all these doctors, and so enjoy your evening and thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am, for enlightening us with the profound words of wisdom. We are always in awe of your graceful charm and persona. Now, I would like to invite the head of our department, Professor Dr. Sashmita Parida, ma'am, to deliver her welcome address.
Light me up. Respected Chief Guest, Professor Dr. S.N. Sahu, Guest of Honor, Professor P.K. Jana, Pediatric Surgery, Ex-Principal and Professor Dr. Jayashree Mahanti, Professor Sabitri Bhagat, Professor Samimun Nisa, Professor Basanta Manjari Swai, online Dr. Himanshu Mahanti, online viewers like Professor who are absent today for felicitation, Professor Sekant Samal, Professor Dr. S.N. Sahu, Dr. Ankush Jajoria. All other faculties, staff, students and friends present in the auditorium and all online viewers, we are privileged to welcome you all to this Platinum Jubilee celebration, which is a multifactorial event starting from 1st July 2021. The Department of Radio Diagnosis, which is otherwise known as Specialist of Specialists, is catering service in our alma mater since 1962. from the conventional diagnosis era to the present era of interventional radiology. It is not only a diagnostic department, but also a clinical department providing treatment to the ailing patients in the name of interventional radiology. Students from our institution are scattered throughout the country in almost all national institutions and in corporate hospitals, and also internationally, adding glory to the Department of Radio Diagnosis and as well as to the college. When we are thinking of making our alma mater an international standard institution, the Department of Radio Diagnosis has a great role in it. We cater service to all departments in medical college, so this department should be well equipped with faculties and equipments to fulfill every department needs so that all patients will be benefited in the diagnostic and therapeutic aspect. Interventional radiology is a well-established department which gives quick treatment and lessens the hospital stay of the patient. We believe in future we will be in the forefront of all departments to justify the saying that we are really the specialist of specialists. Thank you all.
Thank you, madam, for your enriching speech. Under your guidance, our department has achieved new heights and will continue to do so in the future. Now, I would like to invite our chief guest of the day, Professor Dr. Sachidananda Sahu sir, to speak a few words. Sir did his MBBS from SCB MCH, Cuttack, and MD Radiology from Patna University. He rendered his service when both radio diagnosis and radiotherapy were both a single department, and headed the radiotherapy department in VSS MCH Bulla as professor. He is a pioneer in installing CT machines in Cuttack. It is an honor to listen to you, sir. Please, sir.
Hello. Vice Principal Madam, Professor Sasmita Pareda, Professor Janna, and my colleagues here. I'll be happy to know I am in radiology from PG to this day. I have completed about 55 years. It's a long journey. My contemporary, most of them they passed away, like Dr. Sarangi, Dr. Arandas, etc. But by grace of God, I am today with you. I'll very shortly speak. Radiology was a dependent subject, but everybody depends on it. Physician, surgeon, pediatrician, everybody. But lastly, they ignore. But for this, Professor GB Mahanti, who was the pioneer in this institution to start radiology, he insisted on the reporting. And he made it such that everybody had to depend on his report. This is the past story I'm telling you. Today's scenario, I'm in also practice for the last 20 years. I find many physicians, they say, we don't need report. Just send a film. This is a bad procedure. This won't happen. They must feel that everybody is not seen or written on the film. A report is a must. For the radiologist, what else is there? So we are not in direct contact with the patient. Patient is theirs, but the report is important. In those days, Professor Mahanti was insisting it and he was commanding it. Today, with this changing scenario, I request all my junior colleagues to raise to that extent and command. It is not a begging. You gradually the physicians, they are also getting trained in the part of radiology. They are also learning something, but not everything. So our reporting should be in such a way that they should be dependent on us. Suppose there is a tumor, just write there is a SOL or there is a tumor. No, that is not enough. What is the staging? So, how they are going to treat, how they are going to approach the tumor, what is their limitation? These are all things they need. And you make the reporting in such a way that they should depend on you. I feel this is the only tip I can give you for your future growth and prosperity. Don't think that you are a second-class citizen. You make these physicians depend on you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your deeply inspiring words. Now, I consider it a great honor to invite our guest of honor for the day, Professor Dr. P.K. Jaina, sir, to say a few words. Sir did his MBBS and PG in general surgery from Berhampur University and completed his MCH in pediatric surgery from the prestigious AIIMS, New Delhi. Under his dynamic leadership, many complicated surgeries involving congenital anomalies are now being successfully done in our institute, bringing widespread fame. So please.
Good evening, everyone. Respected Professor Dateshwar Hota sir, Principal SCB Medical College, Professor Dr. Geeta Sahu, Vice Principal and today's Chairman, Professor Dr. Sasmita Pareda, Head of the Department, Radiology, Professor Dr. S.N. Sahu, Professor Dr. N. Mahapatra, Convener of Platinum Jubilee, and Professor Dr. Jayashree Madam, who was the ex-dean of our college, and senior faculties, residents, students of this prestigious medical college. It is a great privilege and honor on me to stand before you on this auspicious evening in the celebration of Platinum Jubilee of this great institute. The celebration shall remain etched in the walls of the history in golden letters. I thank profusely to Professor Dr. Dateshwar Hota, Dean and Principal, for his planning and execution of this program, which started on 1st of July with pre-platinum CME series. The celebration has been planned meticulously manner and has been divided into multiple stages, where in the second phase, pre-platinum Jubilee was held. Now, the second part is the celebration by each department of SCB, like the individual departments, faculties, postgraduates, MBBS students, and most importantly, the nurses and Group D supporting staff. As we know, this is going to culminate in the mega events plan at the end of November. This is a mega planning and meticulous execution. Most important of all is the idea and the concept to bring everyone to the tone and tenure and to encourage participation for all the faculties, residents, students, paramedics, nurses, and Group D. So today is the day of the radiologist. We know they deal with the imaging of body parts to establish any abnormality. Radiology is the medical discipline that uses medical imaging to diagnose and treat diseases within the bodies of humans. A variety of imaging techniques such as X-ray, radiology, ultrasound, computed tomography, nuclear medicine, including positron, PET, fluoroscopy, magnetic resonance, are used to diagnose and treat diseases. Interventional radiology is the performance of usually minimally invasive medical procedures. Further specialization to different systems like pediatric radiology, neuroradiology, cardiac, and sports radiology has increased the applicability and usefulness of radiology. The most important point is it is impossible to proceed for the clinician in the treatment of patients without the help of radiologist. So today is 9th November. Yesterday it was 8th November. It is a very, very important day for the radiologist. This is the day 125 years back that the Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen discovered X-ray. and laying the foundation for the medical discipline of radiology. The discovery would grow to include various methods of imaging and establish itself as a crucial element of modern medicine. The 8th November was eventually chosen as the appropriate date to mark the celebration which are observed by the radiological societies of the world over as the International Radiologist Day. William Ranjan was awarded the first Nobel Prize in Physics for the year for this purpose in 1901. Since then, the practice of radiology has given into numerous methods of applications. In 2021, the International Day of Radiology is dedicated to interventional radiology and its essential role in treating patients. Interventional radiology is a unique and growing subspecialty. The motto for this year is Interventional Radiology, Active Care for the Patient. With these words, once again, I welcome you to this function and wish all the faculties, residents, and postgraduates of Radiology Department a grand success. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us with your pearls of wisdom. With immense pride and pleasure, I wish to begin the felicitation ceremony of the distinguished luminaries and former faculty members who have shaped our rich legacy through their dedication and selfless service. I would like to invite Professor Dr. Geeta Sahu ma'am and Professor Dr. Sasmita Parida ma'am to present the token of appreciation to our guest. Please, ma'am.
आज कौन हमर एससीबी रे फंक्शन होची कल्चर प्रोग्राम कौन
With utmost pleasure, I'd like to invite respected Professor Dr. Sachitananda Sahu sir to present him with the token of appreciation. He is a visionary who has dedicated his service with sincerity and integrity.
For this presentation, I would like to invite our guest of honor, Professor Dr. P.K. Jena sir, to please present Professor Dr. Sachidananda Sahu sir with a token of appreciation. I would like to invite Professor Dr. S.N. Sahu sir. Professor Dr. S.N. Sahu sir, who is a well-known name in radiology circle for his pioneer contributions. Unfortunately, he couldn't be with us here today, but his grandson is doing his MBBS here. So I would like to invite Dr. Ayush to please accept the token on his behalf.
Moving forward, I feel privileged to invite Dr. Srikant Samal sir, who has influenced many minds and souls, making an outstanding contribution in the field of radiology. He has also played an active role in IRIA and served as Secretary and President of IRIA's Odisha chapter. Due to prior engagements, he could not be here today, but he has sent an inspiring message for all of us.
Now, I feel honored to welcome Professor Dr. Shamimun Nisha ma'am. She has made a commendable contribution to the field of radiology and enlightened us to the very core. She retired in the year 2019 from the post of Professor and HOD in MKCG Medical College. Ma'am, please.
With utmost pleasure, I would like to invite our beloved Professor Dr. Jayashree Mohanty ma'am onto the stage for felicitation. She is an enigma in herself, a pioneer in the field of radiology, and has touched the lives of her many students. She is also the first female dean that this institute has seen. Please, ma'am.
Moving on, I welcome our next guest, Honorable Professor Dr. Sabitri Bhagat ma'am, who has always mesmerized us with her knowledge and spirit. Her unparalleled virtues have always encouraged us. She retired in 2021 as Professor and HOD of Bhimsar Burla. Ma'am, please.
Now, it's my privilege to invite respected Professor Dr. Basanta Manjari Swai ma'am onto the stage for receiving our token of gratitude. She is one of the cherished gems in the sphere of radiology, and her humility has touched the hearts of many. She recently retired on 31st October 2021 from the post of Professor and HOD, PRM Medical College, Baripada. Please, ma'am. Next, I welcome esteemed Dr. Ankush Jajodia sir, the radiologist with an illustrious academic career, whose record comprises the gold medal in Diploma Radiology as well as National President's Gold Medal in DNB Radiology. Please, sir.
Unfortunately, he couldn't be here with us today because of prior engagements. Moving on, I welcome our next guest, Honorable Dr. Himanshu Shekhar Mohanty. He is a well-known name in cancer imaging with special interest on colorectal and breast cancer. He served as a former fellow and has been awarded the Bracco Fellowship by the European School of Radiology. Thank you all esteemed dignitaries for blessing us with your presence. I now request Dr. Sarthak Swarup sir to please continue with the journey of radiology that our department has seen. Sir, please. I also request our guests to please occupy their seats in the front row so that they can be part of this journey.
Good evening all. I am Dr. Sarthak. I feel honored to brief the past, present and future of our department on this grand occasion. As you know, the radiology is the science of medical imaging, started its journey with the discovery of the invisible rays, also known as the X-rays, by Wilhelm Röntgen in 1895, who was able to capture the first X-ray of his wife. It was a huge advancement for the medical community producing a sensational interest in both the scientific community as well as the general public. With the discovery of the X-rays film by George Eastman in 1918 and mammography by Albert Salmon in 1913, the field expanded its horizon. However, it was catapulted into global attention with the innovation of the CT scanner, which ushered into the golden decade of radiology and made it the cornerstone of evidence-based medicine. Here in our alma mater, SCB Medical College, the journey started when both radiodiagnosis and radiotherapy department were one single department known as the radiology department in the beginning, catering diagnostic services to all patients as well as treatment service to the cancer patients. In 1962, the two departments were separated into radiodiagnosis and radiotherapy, being known as sister departments. In radiodiagnosis, Professor Dr. Golak Bihari Mahanti became the first professor and HOD of the department. Under his guidance, training courses for radiographers were started. Subsequently, DMRD Diploma in Radiodiagnosis and MD Radiodiagnosis courses were introduced. At that time, the major investigation done at our department included myelogram, angiogram, bronchogram, pelvimetry, presacral air insufflation, barium studies, intravenous pyelography, cholecystogram, etc. All of these investigations were done in the present day old radiology building, which is one of the oldest structures of the college. Our museum was home to one of the finest collection of cases in eastern zone of India. The first ultrasound in our department was started in medicine building in 1993-94. Later, separate ultrasound units got installed in our department building. The first CT scan machine was started in 1998-99 in our department, making the diagnostic process much more faster and robust. The first MRI scanner in SCB was started in the year 2009-2010 in the RDC building in PPP mode, and since then there was no looking back. We have come a very long way from our inception. Our past is emboldened by thorough medical knowledge and strong technical expertise. We are part of a movement that has taken the world by storm and has now become the foundation of the medical diagnostic services. Now come to the present status and the future vision of our department. Having taken a sneak peek into the past to see from where we have started, I now stand before you to offer a glimpse into the present of our department as to how we are shaping and improving the patient care. With a growing need of evidence-based medicine and collective demand for the fast and non-invasive diagnostics, role of our department hardly needs an introduction. Be it ultrasound, be it CT scan, MRI, X-ray, or contrast using special procedures. Steering us in this, boys, is the captain of our ship, our HOD and professor ma'am. She is assisted by a skillful faculty comprising of 6 assistant professors, researchful senior and junior residents. Our department has been operating out of 2 buildings, the old and the new one. To cater to the growing need of expansion, a new building was built from where majority of the department's operation is done at present. The ground floor of this building contains the registration counters, ultrasound rooms, CT scan room, and digital X-ray unit. 2 more ultrasound rooms, mammography room, X-ray units, and special procedure room are accommodated in the first floor of the building. The second floor is reserved for the faculty and for academic activities, including seminar hall and library. There are a number of X-ray units in our department, including the conventional system, CR and DR X-ray systems. 300 to 350 X-rays are done daily in our department. In addition, portable X-rays and bedside X-ray units are also available for indoor and ICU patients. Our department is equipped with 6 ultrasound units, including 1 high-end machine having 3D facility, 24-hour operational ultrasound, including emergency and casualty services are being provided. Around 120 to 130 ultrasounds are being routinely performed per day in our facility, along with specialist studies like Doppler, TIFA scan, and elastography, which have assisted in better management of obstetric and cardiothoracic vascular cases. 2 mammography machines are there in our department, aiding in screening and diagnosis of breast-related complaints and lesion. 16 slice and 128 slide CT scanners are available in our department, helping thousands of patients and clinicians. About 200 CT scans are done per day, including various non-contrast and contrast studies. HRCTs and angiographies. With the ambitious free Nidan services of Government of Odisha, now contrast injections are also available free of cost to all the patients. CT reporting is done by thorough departmental and interdepartmental discussions, delivering the most appropriate diagnosis and differentials. The role of our department has been quite instrumental in this ongoing COVID pandemic, as hundreds of HRCT tests were done during this period, helping to grade the severity and the degree of involvement of the lungs in COVID pneumonitis, detecting the post-COVID complications, and thereby helping the management in these cases. In the days of more and more people opting for the radiation-free modalities, we have 1.5 Tesla MRI scanner in our department under free Nidan services in PPP mode. Many spine, brain, musculoskeletal MRI cases are performed daily, including MRCPs and various MR angiography studies. Gone are the days when radiology was all about diagnostic only. Now we are actively participating in intervention using both ultrasound and CT, performing guided biopsies, FNSs, pictal catheterization, abscess drainage, and therapeutic as well as diagnostic pleural and ascitic fluid aspiration. Apart from routine investigation, special procedures like RGU, MCU, barium studies, HSGs are being performed every day in our department. The quality of exposure and hands-on training that residents get in our department is among the best in India, making it one of the most preferred and reputed institutes for post-graduation studies. Currently, we have 6 postgraduate seats per batch. Our residents are very sincere and hardworking, both on and off the field of duty. Along with the busy everyday outpatient schedule, they are actively participating in weekly journal clubs, case presentations, seminars, and research thesis work. Many research works and case reports have been published in reputed national and international journals. Though we have come so far, we believe that we have miles and miles to go to explore this vast evolving subject and achieve our potential to be one of the best radiology department in the country. Coming to our future vision, as Alan Turing rightly said, we can only see a short distance ahead, but we can see plenty there that needs to be done. Now it is time to look into our vision for the future. In terms of infrastructure, soon our alma mater is going to be an AIMS Plus institution with invaluable world-class infrastructure. Our department will be built into a centralized and integrated building with state-of-the-art and cutting-edge technology. In addition to the already existing armamentarium, we plan to expand our equipments to include additional CR and DR X-ray units with mobile units, newer high-end ultrasound machines, 128 and 256 slice CT scanners, 3 Tesla MRI machines, and DEXA scanner following proper AERB safety regulations. We are planning to have centralized booking system and also to allocate a large surface area for patient reception, thereby aiding in smooth inflow and outflow of the patient and minimizing the long waiting time. The scope of modern department is not only limited to imaging studies, but also includes therapeutic role in the form of minimal invasive interventional radiology setup. We plan to open a 24/7 dedicated IR department with a team of radiologists well trained in breakthrough techniques of both vascular as well as non-vascular interventions. At the heart of this IR suite, we are going to establish a world-class DSA lab equipped with all the modern amenities. Keeping in mind the emerging consciousness regarding the breast cancer screening, we plan to install more mammography units and dedicated breast MRI coil for detection and better evaluation of breast masses. It is also our target to establish a vacuum-assisted breast biopsy setup to replace the invasive excisional biopsy procedure. We have now come a long way regarding the storage of data acquired in the department. We are laying the groundwork for a unified PACS and RIS system that will open up a plethora of opportunities like creation of intra and inter-institutional networks and improve the availability of previous imaging studies of patients. Under the leadership of stalwarts, we have chalked out a master plan for our lofty dreams. As SCB emerges into the spotlight as an AIMS Plus institution in the foreseeable future, healthcare sector in the Eastern India is going to be radicalized like never before. We believe that our Department of Radiology would play an instrumental and impactful role in this journey to be undertaken by SCB and take its rightful place as one of the best features of this institute. With our goals and aspirations set, I would like to conclude this talk on an optimistic note by quoting Eleanor Roosevelt, The future belongs to those who believe in beauty of their dreams. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarthak sir, enumerating the past. Really a nice presentation of the past, present, and future of our department. So it's time to start the cultural events. I'll start it with a song. I love my India, Watan Mera India, Chaman Mera India. I love my India. I know, I sing bad. That's why I would like to invite our group on the stage to enchant us with their colors of patriotism.
तेरी नदियों में
Really a very beautiful chorus presentation. Moving on to the next. There is no love greater than the love for the Almighty Krishna. With this, I would like to welcome the Krishna Leela group to present a dance tribute.
कृष्ण हमारे भारत में हर प्रेमी को श्री कृष्ण और प्रेमिका को राधा जी के रूप में देखा जाता है।
जो है अलबेला मद नैनो वाला, जिसकी दीवानी ब्रिज की हर बाला, वो किसना है, वो किसना है, वो किसना है, वो किसना है, किसना है। जो है अलबेला मद नैनो वाला, जिसकी दीवानी ब्रिज की हर बाला, वो किसना है, वो किसना है, वो किसना है, किसना है। बोलो राधे 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 श्याम, बोलो राधे 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 श्याम, बोलो राधे 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 श्याम, बोलो राधे 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 श्याम।
घूंघट के पट छुटाएगी, पन्नत पे ठुमके लगाएगी, गजरे की धार से बाहों के हार से कान्हा को अपने सजाएगी। म्यूजिक बजेगा लव तो राधा नाचेगी, म्यूजिक बजेगा लव तो राधा नाचेगी, म्यूजिक बजेगा लव तो राधा नाचेगी। बोलो राधे 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 श्याम, बोलो राधे 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 श्याम, बोलो राधे 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 श्याम, बोलो राधे 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 श्याम।
Radiology department looking for the
Really a colorful and energetic performance. Bollywood songs makes our hearts keep a beat. So अब दिल थाम के बैठिए, नेक्स्ट आ रहे हैं दिल धड़काने के लिए बॉलीमीज म्यूजिकल।
हेलो हेलो
La la la, hey hey hey, you are mine. La la la, hey hey hey, say you're mine.
पियो बोले पिया बोले जानो ना जिया डोले हौले हौले क्यों ये डोले जानो ना
Not bad, obviously. दिल की जो बातें हैं, बातें जो दिल की हैं,
दिल ही में रखना पिया
लत्तों ना खोलूं मैं, खोलूं ना लत्तों पर,
आंखों से सब कह दिया पियो बोले पिया बोले प्यारे बोले जानो ना जिया डोले हौले हौले क्यों ये डोले जानो ना
पियू बोले पिया बोले, क्या ये बोले जानू ना, जिया डोले हौले हौले क्यों ये डोले जानू ना.
एक नदी से मैंने पूछा इतना के जल्दी कहाँ दूर तेरी फीका तेरे बल खा के जल्दी कहाँ थोड़ा घबराई थोड़ा सा शर्माई श्री यहाँ से वहाँ सागर से मिलने का उसका तो सपना था मेरी ही तरह पिया जिया डोले हौले हौले पियो डोले जानो ना पियो बोले पिया बोले प्यारे बोले जानो ना
जिया डोले हौले हौले क्यों ये डोले जानू ना. मैंने पूछा एक घटा से इतरा के चंदी कहाँ, प्यास की भरी जमीन है बरसों भी तरसाऊंगा, थोड़ा वो खुर्राई थोड़ा सा खर्राई गर्मी यहाँ फिर वहाँ, प्रीत मिटाती फिर छम 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 बरसी वो तेरी ही तरह दिया.
पियो बोले पिया बोले क्या ये बोले जानो ना जिया डोले हौले हौले क्यों ये डोले जानो ना
पियू बोले पिया बोले क्या ये बोले जानू ना, जिया डोले हौले हौले क्यों ये डोले जानू ना.
Such a sweet, soothing song. Now, coming to the next performance, the name is sufficient enough to fill the auditorium with excitement. Next performance is Step Up by the Red Boys.
What? The party's over?
There's something about you, जिंदगी में तू ही आके बस जा मेरी ओ जाना देख ले बस मुझे क्या मेरा है हाथ दिन तेरे मेरे यार तेनू ले के जाना अपने ना अद्धी रात नींद ना वे दिल चैन तड़पावे तेनू ले के जाना अपने ना नहीं जीना गुणियारा इन्ने सा तेनू ले के जाना अपने ना चाहानी मोटे फसे देला रे मोर डाली देखे सोचे तेरे हीरो के देखे ना चूचे मोर डाली देखे लाजे लाजे सोचे तेरे हीरो के देखे ना चूचे
क्या धमाकेदार परफॉर्मेंस थी, पर पार्टी तो अभी शुरू हुई है। Now I would like to call to the stage our first duet song groups to perform Dance the Way, Makhna Way.
जोगी नचले रंग जोगी नचले रंग रच दे पतंग मेरा हवा में होके मलंग, जग की कोई रीत न जाने, मैं तो बस तेरी हुई दीवानी। मिला जो संग तेरा उड़ा पतंग मेरा हवा में होके मलंग। चुराई घर बार मेरा ओ मखना वे मखना, तू ही है संसार मेरा ओ मखना वे मखना। ये पागल सा है प्यार मेरा ओ मखना वे मखना। मैं चुराई घर बार मेरा ओ मखना, चुराई घर बार मेरा ओ मखना वे मखना। तू ही है संसार मेरा ओ मखना वे मखना। ये पागल सा है प्यार मेरा ओ मखना वे मखना। मैं चुराई घर बार मेरा ओ मखना।
Really a graceful and beautiful performance. Okay, moving on. I would like to call upon to the stage the dynamite dancing divas of our department. I hope that वो आपकी आशाओं पर चार चांद लगा देंगी. Wow, what an energetic and beautiful performance. Okay, कहते हैं ना, मैंने सारा रतन, सारा धन और संपत्ति तब पाई जब मैंने राम को पा लिया. Next, I would like to invite our second musical group singing a devotional song for our Lord Ram.
पायो जी मेरे राम रतन धन पायो पायो जी मेरे राम रतन धन पायो वास्तु मोल दी मोरे सतगुरु वास्तु
ନା 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 ମୋ ଭୁଲ ଲାଗିଯାଇଛି
मोरे सतगुरु
ନାଚ ତ ନେଇ ଆସିଛନ୍ତି ପିଲାମାନେ ହଁ ନେଇ ଆସିକି ଦେଲେ ସିନା ଆମେ କ୍ଲାସ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରିବୁ କେମିତି କରିବୁ ହଉ 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 କାଲି ତ ମୁଁ ଅଛି ଆଉ ହଁ କାଲି ଅଛି ତ ପଠେଇଦବ ହଁ ସେଟା କଣ ରିସିଭ୍ କରିକି ନେବାକୁ ପଡିବ ଆମକୁ ନା କଣ କରିବାକୁ ଆସିକି ଆମକୁ ଟିକେ
जन्म जन्म की पूंजी पाई जन्म जन्म की पूंजी पाई जग में सभी को पायो जी मैंने जग में सभी को पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो खर्च न फूटे चोर न लूटे खर्च न फूटे चोर न लूटे दिन दिन बढ़ते सोहायो पायो जी मैंने दिन दिन बढ़ते सोहायो पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो सत्य की नाव खेवटिया सतगुरु सत्य की नाव खेवटिया सतगुरु भव सागर तरवायो पायो जी मैंने भव सागर तर आयो पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो
थैंक यू फॉर सच एन एंडियरिंग सॉन्ग। अभी वक्त है डिपार्टमेंट के सलमान खान का, क्योंकि अभी वक्त है चांस पे डांस का, क्योंकि स्वाग दिखाने वाले हैं हमारे डिपार्टमेंट के सलमान खान के फैंस।
Listen close what I gotta say, cause you know there ain't no other way. Love is the message, eh? Y'all ready? Let's go. Yeah, we can make it better, yeah. When we come together, yeah. All you got is me, and yeah, all I got is you. इश्क से आगे कुछ नहीं कुछ इश्क से बेहतर कुछ नहीं कुछ इश्क से ऊपर कुछ नहीं कुछ इश्क बिना कुछ नहीं इश्क से ऊंचा कुछ नहीं कुछ इश्क से बढ़कर कुछ नहीं कुछ इश्क से अच्छा कुछ नहीं कुछ इश्क बिना हम कुछ नहीं चाहे जो आए लगे दिल में इश्क मोहब्बत सबको गले लगाना अपने कल्चर की है आदत स्वैग से करेंगे सबका स्वागत से करेंगे सबका स्वागत जीने के है 4 दिन बाकी है बेकार दिन जीने के है 4 दिन बाकी है बेकार दिन जाए 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 एक बार जो जाए जवानी फिर ना आए जवानी फिर ना आए जीने के है 4 दिन बाकी है बेकार दिन जीने के है 4 दिन बाकी है बेकार दिन जाए 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 एक बार जो जाए जवानी फिर ना आए जवानी फिर ना आए जवानी फिर ना आए जवानी फिर ना आए जवानी फिर ना आए
बहुत हिंदी है गला एबे समय आसी जाइए गोटे ओडिया गीत शुणिबार। अभिमानिनी ये गायिका
बोलो अभिमानिनी अमानिया रे नाची 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 जाए सिंहराए तनु मन अभिमानिनी थैंक यू
Well, what a mixture of performance we had. But radiology is all about shadows. We all live in the shadow of fear, injustice done to female child even before she is born. Injustice done to the broken heart of mother unwillingly losing her child. With this in mind, I would like to invite the shadow dance members onto the stage.
लुका छुपी बहुत हुई सामने आ जाना कहाँ कहाँ ढूंढा तुझे थक गई है अब तेरी माँ आजा सांझ हुई मुझे तेरी फिक्र धुंधला गई देख मेरी नजर आ जाना आजा सांझ हुई मुझे तेरी फिक्र धुंधला गई देख मेरी नजर आ जाना
क्या बताऊं माँ कहाँ हूँ मैं क्या उड़ने को मेरे खुला आसमां है तेरे किसों जैसा बोला सालों ना जहाँ है यहाँ सपनों वाला मेरी पतंग हो बेफिक्र उड़ रही है
माँ अभी तो भगवान ने मेरे हाथों पे किस्मत की लकीरें भी नहीं बनाई और उनसे पहले ही आप सबने मेरी तकदीर का फैसला सुना दिया। माँ मुझे जी लेने दो, अपनी कसम मैं आपको कभी तंग नहीं करूंगी। जब खाना खाने के बाद आपसे मीठा खा रही होंगी तब मैं रसोई में जाकर सारे बर्तन साफ कर दिया करूंगी। माँ मेरी स्कूल फीस की चिंता मत करना, मैं भैया की किताबों से अपने आप ही पढ़ लिख जाऊंगी। और हाँ पापा से कहना मेरे दहेज की चिंता ना करें। मैं आपके साथ रहकर आपके बुढ़ापे का सहारा बनूंगी। अगर फिर भी आपको लगता है कि मैं आप पर बोझ बनूंगी, तो आप इस ऑपरेशन पर भी खर्चा मत करना। मैं ही भगवान जी से कह दूंगी कि मेरी माँ मेरा मरा मुंह देखे।
Before the PCP-NDT Act came into being, female feticide was rampant in our society. We, the radiology community, are strongly against this and pledge to put an end to this practice by upholding the PCP-NDT Act.
Really, what a unique performance. पिछले परफॉर्मेंस के बाद दिल बैठ गया होगा. So to lighten your mind, the next performance will be the most funny and entertaining one. You can feel the vibes. I would like to invite the performance onto the stage on the topic Too Lazy to Dance.
मेरे सामने वाली खिड़की में एक चांद का टुकड़ा रहता है. मेरे सामने वाली खिड़की में एक चांद का टुकड़ा रहता है. अफसोस ये है कि वो हमसे कुछ उखड़ा उखड़ा रहता है. मेरे सामने वाली खिड़की में एक चांद का टुकड़ा रहता है.
चुरा के दिल मेरा गोरिया चली, उड़ा के निंदिया कहाँ तू चली. पागल हुआ दीवाना हुआ, पागल हुआ दीवाना हुआ, कैसी ये दिल की लगी.
डिस्को में जाए, किसी होटल में खाए, हो किसी डिस्को में जाए, किसी होटल में खाए, कोई देख लेना हमें यहाँ कहीं घूम के आए हम। चलो इश्क लड़ाए, चलो इश्क लड़ाए, चलो इश्क लड़ाए सनम। हो चलो इश्क लड़ाए, चलो इश्क लड़ाए, चलो इश्क लड़ाए सनम।
Yo, boys, I am singing song, soup song, flop song.
Why this colaveri, colaveri, colaverity? Why this colaveri, colaveri, colaverity?
Rhythm correct?
Why this colaveri, colaveri, colaverity?
Maintain, please.
Why this colaveri, adi? Distance la moon color white background night color black. Why this colaveri, colaverity? Why this colaveri, colaverity?
कबूतर जा जा जा, कबूतर जा जा जा, कबूतर जा जा जा, कबूतर जा जा जा। पहले प्यार की पहली चिट्ठी, पहले प्यार की पहली चिट्ठी साजन को दिया। कबूतर जा जा जा, कबूतर जा।
Well, we are coming an end to this today evening's presentation. So in the end, there will be a Ram show. So it will take some time. Please be patient.
देखो देखो है शाम बड़ी दीवानी, धीरे धीरे बन जाए न कोई कहानी। देखो देखो है शाम बड़ी दीवानी, धीरे धीरे बन जाए न कोई कहानी। दिल भर है दिलकश है दिलदार नजारे हैं, आज ज़मीं पर उतरे कितने सितारे हैं। अगलो होश नमी दानम, हम है दिल है मर जानम, बस दीवानगी 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 है। ना कोई रहसन ना रहबर, ये इल्जाम लगे किस पर, बस दीवानगी 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 है। All the hot girls put your hands up and say, Om Shanti Om. All the cool boys, come on, make some noise and say, Om Shanti Om. शाम गजब की हंगामा खेज है, इसका नशा ही गहरा है तेज है। शाम गजब की हंगामा खेज है, इसका नशा ही गहरा है तेज है। जुल्फ खुली है रेशम रेशम, सांस खुली है मध्यम मध्यम, ये तो इशारे हैं। अकलो होश नमी दानम, हम है दिल है और जानम, बस दीवानगी 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 है। ना कोई रहसन ना रहबर, ये इल्जाम लगे किस पर, बस दीवानगी 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 है। All the hot girls put your hands up and say, Om Shanti Om. All the cool boys, come on, make some noise and say, Om Shanti Om. All the hot girls put your hands up and say, Om Shanti Om. All the cool boys, come on, make some noise and say, Om Shanti Om. कहने को वैसे तो सारा सुकून है, फिर भी ये दिल है कि इसको जुनून है। कहने को वैसे तो सारा सुकून है, फिर भी ये दिल है कि इसको जुनून है। पलकों पलकों ख्वाब सजा दे, इसको उसको सबको बता दे, राज सारे हैं। अगलो होश नमी दानम, हम है दिल है और जानम, बस दीवानगी 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 है। ना कोई रहसन ना रहबर, ये इल्जाम लगे किस पर, बस दीवानगी 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 है। All the hot girls put your hands up and say, Om Shanti Om. All the cool boys, come on, make some noise and say, देखो है शाम बड़ी दीवानी, धीरे धीरे बन जाए न कोई कहानी। देखो देखो है शाम बड़ी दीवानी, धीरे धीरे बन जाए न कोई कहानी। दिल पर है दिलकश है दिलदार नजारे हैं, आज जमीन पर उतरे कितने सितारे हैं। अगलो खुश नमी दानम, हम है दिल है हर जानम, बस दीवानगी 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 है। ना कोई रहसन ना रहबर, ये इल्जाम लगे किस पर, बस दीवानगी 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 है। All hot girls put your hands up and say Om Shanti Om. All cool boys come on make some noise, they'll say Om Shanti
Good evening. This is really an honor for me to propose the vote of thanks to all those who have helped and participated in organizing this memorable event, 75 for 75 Platinum Jubilee celebration of the Department of Radiodiagnosis, SUMC Cuttack, a grand success. On behalf of the Department of Radiodiagnosis, I would like to first thank our Dean and Principal, Professor Dr. Datesh Sohota sir, for his vision, meticulous planning and effort in implementation of such a grand Platinum Jubilee celebration rich in academic and cultural extravaganza. Thank you, sir. I thank our chief guest, Professor Dr. S.N. Sahu sir, our guest of honor, Professor Dr. Pradeep Kumar Jana sir, HOD Department of Pediatric Surgery, for gracing the occasion and for their valuable and inspiring words. I sincerely thank all our retired Professor Dr. Sikant Samal, Professor Dr. S.N. Sahu, Professor Jayashree Mohanty Madam, our ex-Dean and Principal, Professor Samemun Nisa Madam, Professor Dr. Basant Manjari Swami Madam, for gracing the occasion and blessing us. We still seek your love, affection, and guidance in moving forward. It was indeed an honorable moment for us to felicitate all of you moms on this occasion, which will be cherished forever. Special note of thanks to our two young talented guest speakers of Platinum Jubilee CME conducted by the department, Dr. Himanshu Mohanty, who is present here, and Dr. Ankush Jajodia, the consultant in Hamilton Sciences and McMaster University, Hamilton, Canada, who is also a SCB alumni, for sharing their knowledge and expertise in the modern advances in breast imaging. I thank all our senior professors, teachers, like Professor Dr. M.B.K. Rao sir, Professor Dr. Baruj Das sir, who have come a long way from their respective places to be part of our celebration. It is all your love and affection for us which dragged you to attend this event. Thank you all, sir. I would like to thank all those who are behind the scene in arranging this event, like the technical team of the event, the telemedicine department, the choreographers, and other supporting staff for all of your hard efforts. I thank our professor and HOD, Dr. Sasmita Puridamaram, for constantly guiding us and planning this event for months in advance. Thank you, ma'am. Special note of thanks to our PG students and senior residents who are the backbone of our department to put in such hard efforts for the event, saving time from their busy schedule and preparing for the event. Thank you all. Thanks all to the audience present here and those joining through YouTube or Zoom for joining us and making this event a grand success. Thanks. Thank you all.